So after deciding that I wanted to make a space station around Jool, I built a rocket to get there. But as you can see, I messed up my staging pretty bad. Anyway, on the second attempt, the solid rocket boosters exploded because Bill had used the money intended for bigger launch clamps on snacks. Which probably wasn't the best idea, but yeah, I decided to continue with the launch anyway because, well, why not give it a try? So here, heading it through the atmosphere, starting to tilt to get ready to go into orbit. Apoapsis is sufficiently high. So we're going to stop burning here in a second once we reach 100,000. 80, 90, yeah, 100,000 on our apoapsis. That should be good. Setting up the maneuver now to get us into orbit. I don't really care if it's an elliptical orbit, but anyway, just under 2,000 delta V to get us into orbit, which, that's not too bad. So, estimated burn 56 seconds, that's really not that bad. Anyway, heading up here now. Time accelerating. There you go, we're ready to make the burn, so we're just starting it now. It's doing pretty well. However, when I was going to detach the boosters, well, they exploded. That maybe wasn't good, but at least it didn't harm any of our rocket. Only the boosters we were detaching exploded, which, well, that doesn't really matter, but, our fuel is at about half, and we're almost in orbit. Yeah, there we go, that's an okay orbit. Detach the fairings. You can see our space station is all good here. And the nuclear stage is ready to go. Now you gotta set up a maneuver. So I played around a bit, setting up a maneuver to get to Jool. You can see here, I got an alright maneuver. It actually got under 2,000 delta V, so I managed to get a maneuver to get to Jool in under 2,000 delta V, which I'm pretty proud of myself. So I decided to try something new. I am burning a little bit at this maneuver, and then a little bit at sun periapsis. So I'll show you what I mean here. Burn through this, that's fine. There we go. And, you know, radiators are all good. They're not overheating that much. So there you go. We're now on escape trajectory. I'll do a bit. Then, there you go. All good. Now we're going to stop burning here. And we're going to make a new maneuver node at sun periapsis to maximize efficiency. There you go. We have ourselves a close-ish encounter. Playing around a bit there, but at least I got a good enough encounter. So time warping ahead now. I probably should have had bigger relay antennas on this thing so we could maintain the connection to Kerbal Space Center, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, gonna do the burn here in about 5 minutes. There we go. We're warping forwards. And there we go. Warp forwards 1 more minute. Save it. Quick save. I like my quick saves. Anyway, there we go. Time warp ready. Just keep time warping. And 1,000 delta V right there. That's a pretty efficient burn. Only requires 50 seconds. And there we go. Passing over the maneuver now. And there we go. Our encounter is all set up. It's a pretty close encounter. It's going to affect our orbit quite a lot, so we must be getting pretty close into its gravity well. Anyway, time warping ahead here. It actually took me like 20 minutes to time warp ahead. We are also running out of signal strength. Only 40% connection to the home planet Kerbin. So, yeah, I probably should have had bigger antennas, but I guess it doesn't really matter here. Now, this connection is going to get a lot bigger, or a lot better anyway, as we get closer into Jool's orbit there. So, we are almost at them. Alright, now we are in Jool's gravity. Now, I played around a bit with the maneuver node here to get us somewhere where we could actually go into orbit. Get us a close-ish, maybe periapsis of about, well, a few million kilometers, or a few million meters, sorry. So, angling ourselves towards the maneuver node. I'm going to make a quick save here as well, just to be safe. I like my quick saves. Good signal strength. It's only 1,500 delta V, which, just a little over 1,500. I mean, that's okay. So let's see here. It's a 1 minute 20-second burn, so we're gonna burn at about 40 seconds. That's good. Now executing the burn. I did actually decide to burn a bit longer just to get our periapsis down even more, because I was afraid that we were on a intercept trajectory on Lathes orbit, and that wouldn't be very good, because that would be an unstable orbit. So I was right. Zooming in here, I was right. That would have been a very unstable orbit. So I just kind of made my periapsis go down a bit further. Setting up a maneuver node to get us into orbit here. Yeah. Now we can sort of time warp forwards here. So that's good. We can just time warp forwards here. And I have to angle myself towards the maneuver. There we go. Quick saving, because, well, yeah. Quick saving is always something that needs to be done. Anyway, 3000 delta V, that's okay. I mean, more or less, right? So, starting to circularize our burn here. Checking everything, our resources, checking everything. We're going to have to change our fusion reactor to a different mode soon as well, because we're running out of hydrogen to fuse, or to fusion, I guess. So, that's fine, but anyway, bring your apoapsis down. I'm gonna have a periapsis and an apoapsis of about 5 million kilometers. I'm trying to get rid of our inclination here, but there we go. That's done. We can try to remove the maneuver node here. Anyway, the maneuver node is down there. So, yeah, that's that. I want to quick save again here. So, yeah. We can go ahead and detach those nuclear engines because we do not need them. Extending our microwave transceiver here so we can beam power to anybody down on the surface in case we need to. And yeah, now we're gonna have to change our reactor mode. I think I'm going to go ahead and change it to boron fusion. So yeah, proton boron 11 fusion. That should be good. Generate us a lot of power, and we have a lot of boron on this thing as well. So we have enough to last us a long time. Anyway. I'm going to take a Kerbal on EVA because, well, why not, right? Also should extend our solar panels before we do that. So there we go. Apparently the solar panel is glitching inside of my pod there. I guess that works. Didn't quite think of that. Anyway, there's our space station. I think it's pretty dang nice. Anyway, going to take our Kerbal on EVA now. So I'm really bad at EVA, at least in space. So, played around a bit here with my Kerbal, you know, looking at our space station, and then realized, well, how would I get back to the space station? So that got a bit annoying. I was looking at it now, and I was like, oh, it's cool. Alright, I'm gonna head back now. So, how do I get back? And this was a bit annoying. So, I just kind of played around here. You can see this is sped up time. I'm just really bad at just playing around here, trying to get back, not waste all my EVA propellant. But yeah, you're seeing a sped up version of this. I think it's sped up in 4 times time acceleration, at least for the people watching. But yeah, you can imagine this must have been quite a pain for me. So yeah, playing around there, finally got into the space station, and yeah, there it is. So, thank you all for watching. Bye!